Our first question every time, is there a GCF? I want to add question 2 because it's not on here. Question 1, is there a GCF?
Yeah.
Question 2, is the leading coefficient negative? Question 1, is there a GCF? Do all of the terms share the same value that they can all be divided by? Or do they all have X's? Do they all have Y's? There's all kinds of things that a GCF could be. The other thing we have to take out is a leading negative coefficient. Once you've done these two things, you have difference of squares. You have factors of B, or factors of A times C that have a sum of B. Or you group it because it's 4. There's only these avenues. There's nothing else. In order for it to be a difference of squares, it must be two things. It must be a subtraction problem. And both things have to be perfect squares. Both terms. Is this a subtraction problem? Yes. Is x squared a perfect square? X times x, right? And is negative 64, or is 64 a perfect square? Yes. Negative 8 times positive 8. It can only be that. There's nothing else. X minus 8 and x plus 8. This one right here, it's on your paper. I look at it right now and I'm like, no, that's not a difference of squares. 18 isn't a square. But is there a GCF? There's a GCF that I have to take out. 2, and they share an n, which leaves behind 9m squared minus 2. Nope, minus 1. N squared. Thank you.
Wait, is it okay if I put minus 1 n squared?
Yeah. Is this perfect? Yep. 3m times 3m, yes? Is this perfect?
Yep.
Negative n times positive n. 3m minus n. 3m plus n. I do not like m and n in the same problem. Yes, Calvin?
Don't forget the 2 n.
Yeah.
And the GCF. Thank you.
Forget the GCF.
Circle it. Draw an arrow. See, I'm out of practice.
No, it was negative. I got
My
negative.
brain turned to mush over
I know, I
there.
got
I
two
tried
wrong.
to make prodigy and
I knew I got 2 wrong because I forgot negatives.
So, it
You missed like 5 hours.
has to be, listen, it has to be a subtraction problem. If it's an addition problem, we can't do it. We can do GCF, we can do leading coefficient, but we cannot do difference of squares if it's an addition problem. If there's 3 terms, you've got 2 ways of doing it. You've got the easy way. Factors of C that have a sum of B. Factors of C that have a sum of B. So I look. Factors of negative 42 that have a sum of negative 1. X minus 7. X plus 6. factors of C that make B.
Common factor.
GCF of 2. W squared plus 10W plus 25. Circle.
5 and 5.
Boop.
It's a perfect square.
So this one, 5 times 5 and 5 plus 5. So 2. You can write it expanded. A few of you wrote it like this. Are they both the same? Yep.
Miss Long,
Yes.
what's your favorite number?
I like
You have
6.
lucky numbers and then you have favorite numbers. My favorite's probably like 2.
6.
This says slip and slide. I don't teach that way.
What? I thought it was going to be the 8
It's A times C
equals factor B.
that has a factor of B.
What? Yeah.
I'll show you. It's
Oh no, we did this
My
like for
favorite's
one
probably
assignment.
it's no, that's the ungrid. The slip and slide, I always have to look up how to do it because it's
A times.
it hurts my
Oh
head.
wait, it's not even. Do you not even find grades
Yeah,
on
why are you doing
factor?
it? Oh, yeah, blue.
Well, first,
Yeah. So this one, you can say 30 times 6. That's gigantor.
3.
There's a GCF.
Because the first step.
10x squared minus 9x plus 2.
10x2 minus 9x.
So I'm looking for
3.
blank times blank equals 20, but blank plus blank equals negative 9.
Yeah, we've done this.
Yeah.
Negative 5, negative 4. Oops. Negative 5 times negative 4 is positive 20. Negative 5 plus negative 4 is negative 9. So I do x squared, 10x squared minus 5x minus 4x plus 2.
Why is it 20?
Yeah, I don't like that. Let's not do that.
multiply
A times C.
Oh, yeah. Stupid. Whoops.
You're fine. It's been a while since we've done it. My GCF here, 5x, 2x minus 1. My GCF here is negative, right? Negative 2, 2x minus 1. 5x minus 2, 2x minus 1.
Bring down the 3.
Bring down the 3.
Boom, chocolate.
Oh, is it?
Now, let's talk this one because it works. If you factored this, and additionally, it said find the zeros, you take this 5x minus 2 equals 0 and solve. And you take this 2x minus 1 equals 0 and solve. If it asks you to find the zeros, you take both factors, set to 0, and solve. Then over here, GCF, no.
Actually, there is.
Put in the middle, basically.
Split the middle, a squared, leaves behind 2a minus b. And 5, 2a minus b. The goal is, remember, that your leftovers match.
That's the end game.
A squared plus 5, 2a minus b. Now, if this was potentially a subtraction problem and perfect, you might be able to continue factoring, but we can't.